Thank you so much for staying with us. Time for Fashion Watch. My name is Lillian Muli, back with the hottest panel in town. I'll introduce them to you. This is the Fashion Watch panel. I'll start with Ian Mbogwa, our resident panelist. He's a thespian, he's an actor, he's a director, he's a talent searcher, name it all. He knows how to spot talent, and of course he's appeared in several TV productions. He is famed for his role on Tasker Project Fame. Also with us is award-winning fashion journalist Carol Odero. She's our resident panelist here in the panel. And also with us is Robert Burale. He is a motivational speaker and an image consultant, or tonight should we call you, what? If I'm Indian.
Oh my God.
Okay, but you're looking fantastic, Robert.
Thank you.
And of course the beautiful Annabelle Onyango, celebrity fashion stylist, with us this evening as well. We're beginning with the First Lady, and a couple of weeks back she was on a Tokyo tour, and the First Lady, of course, is beginning to stand out because of her impeccable style. Here we have her wearing something that looks kind of similar to the Lupita coat. I don't know, Annabelle, if it's the same style that we have going on there. I may be wrong, but again, the African print is visible. What do you think about this look on our First Lady?
Yeah, I mean, Lillian, you got it right. Lupita at the Oscars, or during her Oscar run, really sort of launched the cape look. Hers was a red Ralph Lauren, and it really launched her career, arguably. And here we have the First Lady emulating that look, but really making it her own, and also making it really African, which I think is so special. You know, her sort of blue African print cape, she's worn it as an interpretation of that skirt suit. We talked about the skirt suit, how First Ladies have to really rack their brains to reinterpret that same old look, and she's done it so well here. This, to me, is the best we've ever seen her look. This is fashion on a First Lady.
Great. And with the First Lady is the spouse of the Japanese Prime Minister. I want to talk to you, Robert. This is Japan and Kenya. And can you actually see the difference? Like, has Margaret brought Africa to Tokyo?
Absolutely. The Japanese lady has dressed more or less American or European, but our First Lady has actually carried Africa to that place, and she stands out. But the one thing we maybe never say a lot about the First Lady is that she carries herself well. The photo we saw earlier, when everybody's seated, we've seen some other First Ladies with big handbags on their laps. That is absolutely obnoxious. But look at her. Her pose is of someone who understands her position and carries herself as such. The way she's folded her legs, it's very diplomatic. Look at the other one with big handbags on their laps. That's not on at all.
Okay. Carol, the First Lady and this look on her, and for perhaps ladies her age as well, who are slightly more conservative, don't like to dare to be different. Do we know who's dressing the First Lady currently? Do we know? Do we know?
No, I have not found out yet.
Okay.
I have no idea. It seems to be a state secret so far, knowing who dresses her. But it seems to be, I think it's either it's a consistent team or a consistent designer who she's working with, so she's able to create bespoke looks for herself.
So yeah, what I was asking is how, you know, women across the world have embraced Michelle Obama's look, and how people sort of just go on the internet, you know, to see what it is that she wore, to copy from that. Can we as Kenyan ladies, or at least ladies Michelle Obama's age, start borrowing a leaf from what she's wearing?
Well, to some extent, her look tends to be very classic. You know, she likes classic shapes, classic colors. This is, like Annabelle says, this is the most fashion she's ever done, and this is very trendy. It's actually fall 2015. It's, you know, this is the look that people are embracing, wearing the cape and wearing it with the pencil skirt. So she's exactly done it justice. In terms of embracing it, I don't know if you're there yet. If we have fashion icons we can consider and emulate in that sense, we still tend to emulate foreigners because we find their fashion more relatable for some odd reason, as opposed to people who are closer to home. Yeah.
Okay. Ian, your thoughts?
I like it. It looks like she's starting to be unpredictable. So you have absolutely no idea what she's going to wear next, which is always good. As opposed to people, you know, you definitely know she's going to wear African print, and it's going to have red, and it's going to have this. She's becoming unpredictable, which is lovely.
Okay, good. Is this a win for you guys at home? Hashtag is Fashion Watch. Please let us know. And still on the First Lady, we can't get enough of her. still on the same tour, and this is African as well, I believe. I don't know, in comparison to the other outfit that she had on Annabelle, whether this is a win as well. What do you think? Do you like this as well?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I love the obvious African print. We're always a proponent of made in Kenya or made in Africa kind of look. But this is also, I think, again, First Lady Kenyatta being extremely appropriate, always wearing the correct length, you know, always having that decorum, always being the right amount of demure. And for some reason, these two ladies, the First Lady of Japan and the First Lady of Kenya, both got the same memo about mixed prints.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting thing, that they both interpreted that event as being sort of very colorful and pattern heavy.
Robert, is our First Lady being deliberate in her choice to embrace or rather endorse the African print? Do you think her husband should follow suit, or should he just...
Oh, no. Husband is okay.
Yeah.
I think what she's done, she understands who she is and what just wearing an outfit can do. You see, like her going there, I can bet my bottom dollar she was one of the best dressed First Ladies.
Where? At this particular event?
Yes. And as Annabelle said, the length is right, the fit is right. It's respectable, classy, and diplomatic.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's move on to what else was going on. And we're moving to the Bingwa nominations. And we have Chris Kirwa there, and his lovely wife, and a colleague. So this is the thing, again, on dress code, because from what's going on there, there's really no, I don't know, Chris is in a tux, his wife is in an animal print, whatever, dress, and their colleague there is, you know, straight out of The Office, I believe. I don't know.
Just remove the tie.
Yeah. Carol, please critique this image for us in the context of, you know, dress code and the fact that this is a nomination event for a big red carpet affair that's coming up. What do you think?
This is a nomination. Actually, I thought it was the function itself.
This is a nomination.
Well,
yeah.
Ideally, when you have a function, it's good to have a dress code. Then people can find it easier to get dressed. For this one, it's everything in between. You know, it's cocktail, it's smart casual, it's formal. It's hard to tell. You know. And if you're wearing a tuxedo, it always helps to find a classic fit with a classic color, which is black. It always works wonders. And when you're wearing animal prints like his wife is wearing, it's always a good idea to show off some of your skin, which I can see that she's done. And she's accentuated it with another pop of color, because it's easy to disappear into the animal. It can overwhelm you and take over your look. The only thing I would advise is that it's good to take note of your eyebrows. They really frame your face, and they really make your face pop. And there's a reason why, if you just pay attention to that and nothing else, you will stand out, you know, because they really emphasize your beauty.
Okay, so in other words, you're saying, what about her eyebrows?
She can frame them, make them a bit more noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the fuller brow. Okay. Thanks. Ian?
She looks lovely. Chris, that suit is just one size too big.
And you know Chris Kirwa is our friend on the fashion one.
No. Tell it like it is.
Yeah.
Seriously. It needs to be one size smaller. Look at the length of the jacket. Look at the trouser, how it's folded up at the bottom. But good effort, good effort.
Annabelle, please critique whatever is going on in this picture.
I mean, I completely agree with Ian. He may be a friend of the show, but I mean, there's no mercy shown here. You know what I mean? If you're wearing an oversized tuxedo, you're wearing an oversized tuxedo. And really, it's really just a matter of tweaking. He just needs to sort of take it in, get a tailor, take it in, and then he would look 17 times more handsome than he looks right now, because I'm sure he's a handsome man. And then his companion, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of animal print. I think it can be it's a classic print that a lot of women love, but I think it can look very tacky very fast. But this lady has actually saved herself here by sort of dropping the length of her dress so that it, you know, still maintains some level of class. So yeah, I mean, I think these outfits, not the best outfits they could have picked.
Robert.
Okay. One thing I like about Chris is that he was the MC of the function, and he dressed the part. Size, nothing about the size, is because
what?
No, I've seen MCs being called for a very high-end function, and they go in jeans because they think MCing is all about the mouth. You understand? So his wife, I think, is looking absolutely fantastic. The gentleman, I think, is the one in charge of Bingo Awards. He should have not buttoned both buttons.
Okay, and the size of the suit?
A little bit smaller would have been good. But
finally,
but I think Kate and Chris are, I call them the power couple of this country.
Okay, great. Let's move on to who else was there. Hat the Band. These are the guys of Uliza Kiatu. You know them for their hit single Uliza Kiatu. And I want to talk about their look. They're going with this ragged look with the nerd glasses, and yeah, I think they have their own style. So for you, Ian, who is in performing arts, what do you think about the look that these gentlemen have embraced? I saw them perform during the Lupita function. It was a very high-profile function, and I thought that, well, their look could have been a bit more sophisticated, you know, for a black tie event such as that. What do you think? Maybe you disagree.
I disagree. This is who Heart are. Their performance, the way they dress and the way they perform and the kinds of songs they do, they would be completely out of place if they wore suits. Yes. What they're wearing is perfect for who Heart the Band are.
Do you agree, Carol? Even if they're performing before the president, say, or Lupita, who was in town at that time. And they do perform at very high-profile events, actually. So should they just embrace this look, stick with it, go with it?
Well, I think that the one thing that I usually consider when it comes to fashion, self-expression, individuality, stay true to yourself.
Okay.
And for these guys, this is their thing. I mean, from the crazy hair, the crazy jeans, it's very much a young look. They will evolve into something cleaner as they get older, because that tends to happen anyway, because you're required to. And when you're in the business of music, at some point, you need money. You have to start front-facing with people who have money, who require a certain look. Yeah. But for now, it seems to work for them because they're in the business of showbiz. Yeah.
Annabelle, you agree?
Completely agree. I mean, the theater that Heart the Band bring in terms of their image is just so entertaining. You're entertained by them even before you hear their music. They stay true to themselves. And this eclectic look that you see, I mean, this is a styled look. These guys have a stylist. They're very organized. So this is a well thought out scenario that you're seeing here. It's really not random, and I really admire that about them.
And for the first time, this panel will be in total agreement. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's hear what Robert says.
I absolutely disagree. I will tell you why. Because I've done functions with them. They're absolutely talented. But you have to understand, there comes a time, depending on the function, suit up because of the people you're going to meet. Your look is not going to put food on the table. Because you're going to be in a function maybe where they're ambassadors. Yes, we know this is their stage look, but also you want to be taken seriously, whereby if you walk towards someone, they will not put on a wall. Because I'll tell you this, on stage they look good, but if they are going to walk
they are invited to functions because of who they are and how they look.
But let me tell you, they'll go perform, look good and everything, but you will not see them maybe in a corner with a CEO. Because already, it's a fact. Because the dressing puts off someone. They'll put up a wall. On stage, it looks good.
I think
let's go to the US. We have some artists. Sometimes Kanye West dressed like a mad guy, but when you see him in some other functions, he suits up, fitting suits, because of the people that are going to meet. And at the end of the day, you need to make money. I hate to see people who are talented dressing the way they dress on stage, but they are not making money.
Dress the way you are.
I mean, and I suppose in defense of Robert, this was a dinner function. I don't know.
But it's Heart the Band. That's who they are. It's the whole package.
The only thing worse than what Robert is saying is them wearing suits that do not look like them.
Absolutely wrong. Absolutely
well, what are your thoughts? Should Heart the Band just stick to this
the way they are?
Do you think it's a bit untidy? Do you think it's appropriate? You be the judge of that. Hashtag is Fashion Watch. So let's move on. This is the Taste Awards. And again, no, really, from the images we've seen, it doesn't look like there was a dress code, or if there was one, I don't think it was followed to the letter, because everybody is sort of doing their own thing here. So let's begin with this particular image. Carol, your thoughts?
Well, I love what Susan Wong is wearing from head to toe. I love her look. And I love that her lipstick is not matchy-matchy with the dress. It's actually red as opposed to purple. And I particularly love the shoe because the strappy sandal is very trendy right now, and a lot of women wear it, and they're not stable on it. But this one is like a blend between the stiletto and the chunky platform heel, so it's very stable. It's great for outdoor kind of walking. Her look is perfect from head to toe. I actually can't fault it. For the gentleman, I think, you know, it's just a suit. It works. You know, you came out of the office and it's functional. You know, it's all right.
Is it two-tone or is it the camera? It's two-tone.
Yeah. I think it's the camera.
It's the camera, right? I think it's
because if it's two-tone, then it doesn't work.
I think it's a full suit.
If it's a full suit,
I don't think it's a full suit.
It's a full suit.
I don't think it's a full suit.
It's not a full suit. Ian is right.
Yes, that's two-tone and that doesn't work.
Well, two-tone meaning that the jacket and the pants don't match, right?
Yes.
Yes. Somebody's asking two-tone meaning.
If they were contrasting, that would be it.
Yes.
But it's
Yes.
two shades of blue. No.
So, okay, Annabelle, is Susan Wong killing it there?
Yeah, she's killing it. She's killing it. This little black, not little black dress. This is a cocktail dress, obviously wine-colored, off the shoulder. This was a Taste Award, and that's cocktail attire. I don't know if it was specified on the invitation, but it's assumed to be so. And this is, again, bespoke for Susan Wong. She goes to so many events. She never repeats her outfit. Love that. And this particular number is by why repeat clothes? You know what I'm saying?
You're making us who repeat.
Use your imagination. Use your imagination. We don't repeat clothes on this panel. Why should they repeat clothes? This number on Susan Wong is by designer Angel Smile Wambui Kibue, and you know these two. Susan is her muse, and every time you see Susan, she is impeccably dressed. So this is an amazing
Angel Smile.
Correct.
Excellent. Good. Very beautiful. And Robert, let's have Robert critique the next image. Still the Taste Awards, and see, she chose to go with a gown. Or, I mean, this could be a cocktail dress. I don't know. You guys know better. What do you think?
I think she looks fantastic. Dressed her body very well. She didn't go with the one thing I hate, carrying big handbags like you want to go for shopping in Nakumatt. No, she just looks perfectly well. That even when she goes to sit down to have dinner, is that a clutch bag or is it a card? It's a clutch bag. It doesn't take too much space. You put it in your somewhere, and it doesn't take too much space, and you look organized. Shoes. I think shoes are okay because is that a black? It's a black dress, isn't it? So
not black,
brown. It's a dark shade. Dark shades you can almost play with any other color.
Okay, Carol, coming from Susan Wong, that sophisticated look, and then to this, what do you think? The same event, somehow some coordination in their dressing, or somebody didn't get the memo between Susan and her? Which look is working for you?
Well, I actually like this look. I like this look mostly because I love how she's done the V and not tried to wear a bra and pretend that we can't see it. You know, she's done it very well, she's executed it beautifully, and this dress actually suits her body shape. And she's played up the accessories and the shoes with her skin tone and the color of the dress. So I actually think it's a very, from head to toe, the look works. It's put together very cleanly.
Okay, yeah. Annabelle, this look is working for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like Carol said, this is Sheila Rabala, actually. She's a blogger. Her blog is called Rabala's Delight. And this is the Taste Awards again, and she was there representing her blog. Again, a wrap dress. And this dress, you may not know, but it's the kind of dress that you can wrap around, or you can take it and you can do different things with it. It's one of those really versatile looks. Here she really has the low décolletage, and she's cinched her waist. And, you know, it's simple, but I think it does the work.
All right. Ian, you agree?
I love the dress. Okay. I'm not quite sure about the shoes, but I love the dress. And she's gorgeous.
Yeah, she looks great. Okay, and let's take your tweets. Samuel Kirago, Madame First Lady and Japanese lady looking wow. The First Lady is always outstanding. Love her look. And Googs, Carol on points with Heart the Band. They are true to themselves. Those are artists, Robert. They are not CEOs.
Googs!
Okay, Robert, answer. Please respond to that.
No, it's not about being CEOs. I'll tell you why. I look at a guy called RK. When he's doing his studio work, he's easy. You want to see him in the presence of top-notch guys. He dresses well. Not badly, but he dresses the part, meaning he's the guy who takes home the money. Fame alone will not feed you. Get that
but
today.
Listen, because them as artists, who they would be negotiating with would be their manager. And their manager
in Kenya, which managers? Even the managers dress worse than the
no,
artists in
no,
this
no,
country.
no. Hey, there's a manager.
No, this one is okay. This one
there's a
no, let's be honest. We haven't gotten to that place whereby you have managers who can front. Very few people have managers who can carry the brand. And these guys, most of these guys negotiate for themselves, or they call their cousins to negotiate for them. Fame will not feed you.
Robert,
money will feed
you
you.
want to tap into pop culture, first you have to be famous. And that's what they're doing with this.
That's the stage they're
people
in.
This is the stage.
desperate.
Like,
These are already famous.
I think it's Lillian's turn now.
I don't know. You guys.
You're a bad ref.
No, yeah, I'm a bad ref. I mean, you're really day one.
Yes.
I still
down.
stand my ground.
Hands down.
Okay, but what do you think? Should Hush the band keep that look? Should they dress better? Do you think they're actually dressing like they should? The hashtag is Fashion Watch. Catch us again next week. That's all the time we had.